We are at the beginning of the Boom or Bust Scenic Route in Louisiana. This is where we're starting it off of Highway 49, which is right over there. And we're going to head east and follow this route. Now, I put the route on Onyx Off-Road. See, I'm mapping here from my Onyx app, which I couldn't find a navigable route. The Louisiana app that you use to get the routes, the scenic routes, it has the stops pinned with information about each stop, so that's useful there, but you can't hit follow route, and that I've seen, and it tell you where to turn and all that stuff. So I did put it on Onyx Off-Road, and we have all the waypoints marked for our stops. So this will actually navigate us and tell us, where to go. You can hit the pins and it'll tell you to navigate to those, because some of them are off the route just a little bit. This starts, we'll be seeing the Caddo Lake region, Caddo Drawbridge, and we end up at Lake Claiborne State Park. And then just a little ways, Lake Claiborne State Park is right up in here, and it's not far from there, just right over in here. We have some trails mapped. You see the Arkansas Overland routes up here. I think the ones we'll be heading to is in Ruston. I'm not sure. Let me see. No, they're right here. They're real close to where we end. So we'll probably go explore in there. So not only are we using Onyx for off-road stuff, we use Onyx for on-road, on-highway stuff. And I'm hoping to change I'm going to track this with Onyx, and I'm going to change these to GPX routes. So if anybody else wants to follow this route, they won't have any issues with having to find the route, download it, and all that. I already have it to where it will guide you along the route, and I'll try to put all the pins in with it. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. We're just now starting the route, and we will share the stuff that we see along the way. All right, as you can see, we're at one of the stops along the route. Now, some of the stops are off of the main route. The main route's here, so some of the sites you're going to see, you will have to pull off the main route. And we're in the town of Oil City. And this is a roadside park museum. Now, as we've lived here for years, we have been here before. I think I got a section of this on another video before, but I wanted to include this on the route. And this sign here shows the Boom or Bust Byway that we're following. Now, at one time, I don't know if you still can, but at one time you could go to the Louisiana Visitor Center, and they would actually give you a little GPS tracker that would take you along the route. I didn't check into that. I kind of doubt they still do that with today's technology. But you can see we are here at Oil City, but we came in right here off of 49 to Halston. Then we cut down 2 to Vivian. Now we're at Oil City. And each one of these red marks are a site that they want you to stop and see. It's just like you see this one, you have to cut across if you want to go see that. So you have to pay attention. If you can either just follow the route, maybe miss some of the sites, or that one there, it says is the KWKH Tower. And then we're going to come back up to where we started, and we're going to go all the way across Plain Dealing, Sarepta. Some of these names I can't pronounce. And we'll end down here. And then if we have time, we're going to go up to some of this national forest area right here. So far, it does have signs for this byway on the road too. It's a cool house over there. And there's a little museum there. So along the Boom or Bust Byway, you'll drive along roads lined with colorful wildflowers, depending on the seasons. You'll see placid bayous, peaceful plantations, shady forest, and rich, productive farmland. You'll visit well-kept churches and a variety of parks along the lakes and bayous. This is across the street from the little museum historical site. Right.
So is it those trees right there?
There's more equipment way down there.
Oh, look at him. Look at him come to her.
Yeah. Louisiana's State Oil and Gas Museum, located in aptly named Oil City, the Louisiana State Oil and Gas Museum interprets the fascinating drama of Louisiana's early oil industry history through photographs, films, and life-size dioramas. This part of Louisiana, of course, was built on the oil and gas industry, and visitors interested in the technical aspects of oil field work will find the museum particularly appealing. A 1905 oil discovery at Caddo Pines brought America's rapidly growing petroleum industry to northwestern Louisiana. This state museum, in appropriately named Oil City, tells this story. You don't want to miss this stop along the byway. There is a lot of history to be learned, and the staff in this museum are more than willing to help share this information. Be sure to ask any questions because they'll have answers.
Tree was tasked by the government and the powers that be at the time into clearing the Red River. And if you look, the Red River was just so many logs and trees and all that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the Great Route was 180 miles long. It was from what was it? I was trying to think. From Arkansas all the way down to Natchitoches. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna get you to blow up the Red River like he did, because at one time he tried to use a snag boat to get all the logs out, and it just took too long. So what he decided to do after that, he used dynamite, and he started blowing them out of the water. So who wants to go first?
I will.
It's gonna be a little bit loud, and the trees are gonna move. But it's doing what it's supposed
You
to
gotta
do.
plunge it down.
You just
Push it down.
pull,
It's ready to go.
pull
Watch
it
it.
up and push it down. We'll let the red light come back on and she can do it. We had a little group from China come in one time. It was like 3 of them. And I was trying to explain to one of them, he had broken English, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he was over here, and I went like this and like this, you know, and like that, trying to get him to understand what he was gonna do. And when he did, he backed over me. I like to fell over.
Goodness. I was expecting noise, so I didn't jump, but I can see where he didn't know.
Yeah. Well, I always like to tell people, especially older people like myself, because you don't ever know who's got a heart condition that could set your heart off, you know. As soon as the red light comes back on, it'll be ready to go again. But you see, I mean, there was no way that it could be navigated. So.
Right.
And from what they were saying, you could stand on this side of the river and walk all the way to the other side of the river and never get your feet wet.
Oh, goodness. So, going down the river where the ferry was, am I in the right place? Am I traveling the right river?
No, that would be in Caddo.
Okay.
Caddo Lake. This is down Red River in Shreveport. And I think some of Caddo goes into 12 Mile Bayou, doesn't it? And then from 12 Mile Bayou, some of the water goes into the Red River. But it's got a clay looking color to it, that's why they call it the Red River. You ready?
That's fun.
Take a drive down the byway, let history roll. Oil and gas in the tales that they told. Old churches stand with their weathered face, drawbridges creak like they're frozen in place. Boom or bust, it's the stories we trust. Wheels on the road, kicking up the dust. Claiborne Parish with a courthouse grin. Lake Claiborne calls, let the journey begin. Cemeteries whisper of the ones who stayed, carved in stone where memories lay. Rusty signs and an empty porch swing, echoes of a past still lingering. Boom or bust, it's the stories we trust. Wheels on the road, kicking up the dust. Claiborne Parish with a courthouse grin. Lake Claiborne calls, let the journey begin. Feel the pulse of the road below. Every mile's got a tale to show. The museum speaks like an old flame. In every shadow you hear its name. Piney woods wrapped in a golden light. The heart of the state just feels so
said at one time there was over 10,000 tents just in the Trees area. And Trees isn't a really big place. It probably could hold that many tents, but they probably had to do a lot of removal of trees and different things. But this is how they lived at that time. And Oil City was considered a rowdy, roustabout town, you know. Trees was considered the more tame, family-friendly type place. So there was a lot of people that went over
And
there.
in the post office, she's got a motor in there where they would deliver by mail, by boat. So, like I said, the post.
They even had domino players back in there.
He's cheating. He's looking at his friend's hand.
We even had the music to the piano. We ever had the power to turn it on.
They would go by boat if the water was choppy and rough, but if it was pretty, they'd go by helicopter. And that diving helmet right there, I had to pick it up and bring it back here. It weighs like 35 pounds. It's
They're very heavy.
But that picture right there is of the guys, you know, up above on the platforms.
Guiding
Yeah, they would guide the rod thing in, you know, to put it in that little deal so they could burrow down and get some help. Did y'all want to see we have no bank and no post office?
All right, we're in morning sport. And Caddo Lake. And then there's the Caddo drawbridge. Another stop along the trail.
Of earth, promise of fortune drowning in its birth, sweat and grime drilling through the night, dreams ignited by a flicker of light. Boom or bust, the pendulum swings, riches to rags, the future it stings. Oil towns rise and tumble like dice, party in glory or pay the price. Derricks stand like soldiers on parade, black rivers flowing, deals were made, hard workers breaking their backs for gold. One hand gambles, the other can't hold. Boom or bust, the pendulum swings, riches to rags, the future it stings. Oil towns rise and tumble like dice, party in glory or pay the price.
Okay, we're on another stop or pin of the route of the Boom or Bust Byway. And as you can see, we are right here. We haven't made it a long ways. We're heading to Halston and then we're going to start going this way. This is the Red River Crossroads Historical Culture Museum.
History whispers rivers, tales of the deep, where wealth runs thick and secrets keep. The poorhouse waits when fortune's gone, a fleeting shadow under the dawn. Barrels lined up like steps to the sky. Money flows fast, but dreams can't fly. Born in dirt, yet we chase the flame. Fools of fortune in this endless game.
Okay, the route has you turned as soon as you left that museum. We came on down to the racetrack and cutting back to the main route. This is, I believe it's Red River Raceway.
That's just a school.
Should be able to see the track out there. And we're fixing to go up here and turn right, and we'll be rejoining the main route. Watch out for tractors on the route. All right, we're at another stop that's not actually on the route as a pin. I think it should be though, but it's a good place to stop. There's some picnic tables right there. Grab you some lunch. Now, I was walking Remington around here, and we come upon a beautiful little purplish red and blue bird. And I thought maybe it'd still be over here, because I got within like 2 feet of it, but I didn't have my phone. I don't see it now. I'm not sure where it went. I think we're going to get in the back of the Jeep and get us a sandwich fixed before we continue on across this bridge along the Boom or Bust, or Bust or Boom. I forget which was first now. I think it's Boom or Bust. Okay, we're gonna get in the fridge here underneath all my stuff, and we're gonna fix us a sandwich. Okay, we're leaving the Red River where we had our picnic, and we're gonna go across the bridge now. Another little spot worthy of being on the route.
She sprawls, she wails, her waters hold secrets, her current never fails. Blood in the mud, her story unfolds, a tale of time, mighty fierce and bold. She takes what she pleases, whispers to stone, through valleys and markets her treasures are shown. Fish in her depths, food on her trail, a timeless beauty sailing with no sail. Oh, Red River flow, carry secrets untold, through the hearts of the hills and the plains so bold. Your murky embrace whispers There's
to me, it gets
tales
prettier
of
going right through
gold,
here.
mighty
Little
red
more
river
enjoyable
beauty.
views.
Behold,
So we got a long ways to
bridges
go. We're
that
going
cross
toward
you,
Lake
their shadows
Claiborne
they
State Park.
dance, reflecting the stories of lives in a trance. A witness to ages, to laughter and tears, the anchor of dreams through countless years.
Okay, this is Sykes Ferry boat ramp. Dorset Bayou, north of Minden in central Webster Parish, Louisiana. Jesse Sykes established a ferry crossing here in 1816. Claiborne Parish Courthouse, stately courthouse located on Homer's Town Square, was completed in 1861. Of the four antebellum courthouses remaining in the state, it is the only one which still functions in its original capacity. Okay, we kind of toward the end of the Boomer Bust Scenic Byway trail, and we're back at Lake Claiborne. And when we was camping here, I think we camped here 8 months ago. All this was closed down because they was doing work, and man, they made this just an awesome area. And you see the buoys out there. This is a really nice big swim beach. Really nice. If you haven't camped at Lake Claiborne, I highly recommend it. And the site we camped at was just awesome. And that was 8 months ago. They've done a lot of work since then. But this road that we're parked here, all that was closed. All this beach area was closed. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. We appreciate it. And if you need some help finding byways to go explore, scenic byways in different states, check out the app called Overlook in your Play Store. We hope we have given you some ideas for things to do when you get outdoors for adventure.